Welcome back to the channel, Rich Family. So before we get started, I just gotta say thank the Lord above, King Jesus, for another day and another opportunity. God bless every single one of you. We've got the rare and one of the most unique builds that you can possibly make this year, the 3-level scoring point 4. Now, this is one of my favorite builds that you can make, especially when it comes towards this build name today. It's going to be one of the most dominant that you can make when it comes towards that physical aspect, but all around on that playmaking and shooting, this build is something to be reckoned with, and even more so when it comes towards that interior finishing. So, before we move any further, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Smash that like button. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. And last but definitely not least, comment down TG for thank God and where you're tuning in from. And I will definitely be sure to get back to you with the response. So, setting up build number 95, we're going to be making this one out of the power forward position. Now, for that height today, let's go up to 6'8", with the weight being brought up to 251. And for that wingspan, this is going to allow us to be massive on that defensive side. Let's go up to 7'4". So this is what you need to be looking like in order to get this build name today. And the first area in which I think is always going to be the most important to start out with is going to be the physical. So it's going to show you which badges and animations that you unlock along the way. For that speed, this is going to consist of a 75. As you get into that agility, let's leave this at a 60. 93 once we move into that strength today. As you get into the actual vertical, let's go up to a 45. And, for this strength, this is the number one attribute, in my opinion, on this build. There's one other attribute that's going to be higher than this. I'm going to save that for later. But as far as when it comes toward this defensive side, let's move up the line. So we're going to go with a 65 for this defensive rebound. As for that offensive today, let's go up to an 80. Now, moving into that block, let's go up to a 74. And as you can see, when it comes towards this steal, I'm going to go all the way up to an 86. So, not bad when it comes towards this side of the ball. For that perimeter, and leave this at a 62. With that interior defense going up to a 74. And if you're looking at those badges, you do get a lot of minimum thresholds to get that next tier of badge unlock. So as we get to the offensive side, let's go with a 68 for that speed with ball. Moving into that ball handle itself, let's go all the way up to an 86 with an 87 for the pass accuracy. So not bad when it comes towards this start of the build, especially when it comes towards being a two-way. I think this build definitely possesses enough to do so. Now the strength is going to be a very key area, and that's something that you really want to pay attention to moving along. Now when it comes towards these shooting badges, as you can see for that mid-range shot, let's go up to an 85. Already you get a good amount of them unlocked, and these are going to be the key ones in what you want to pay for. Now these attributes, let's go up to a 77 for that 3-point shot. Moving into the actual free throw, let's go up to an 80. And I think it really pays off to go with these numbers. All around, I can say for that offensive side, you're not weak, but even more so when it comes towards the defense. I've used something lower than a 62 perimeter defense, and I think it makes a huge difference, especially when it comes towards the actual strength. This is probably one of the most important attributes to work with. Now, once we get to these finishing attributes, these are going to be another important area. Let's go up to an 84 for that close shot today. 94 once it comes towards this driving layup. So this is going to be the actual attribute that's higher than the strength. Now for that driving dunk, we're going to go up to a 55. You get a good amount of those upgraded dunk packages. 45 when it comes towards our standing dunk. And then also with this post control, let's go all the way up to a 70. So once you get the build maxed out to 99 overall, this is what we're going to be working with. Not only that, but you get all of the best layup styles in the game, some of the upgraded dunk packages. On top of that, some of those standing dunks. Now, you're definitely going to be able to get a good amount of those jump shots, the releases, and also the bases with these ratings. And also for this pass accuracy, most of the upgraded passing styles, a good amount of the upgraded pro dribble animations. So from top to bottom, I am very happy with this way that the build did come out to be. Now, as far as when it comes towards these badges, as you can see, very special. We get one legend, and that's going to be strong handle. This really makes you one of the most elite playmakers on the court at all times, and even more so when it comes towards these gold badges. We get break starter, you're also getting interceptor, physical finisher, layup mix master, float game, brick wall, and dimers. So I would have to say, we really spread the wealth when it comes towards this build. The badges are something that you definitely want to pay attention to. Now for the silver, we get box out beast, high flying denier. You're also going to be able to get hook specialist, post fade phenom, Paint Prodigy, Set Shot Specialist, Rebound Chaser, Unpluckable, Handles for Days, Glove, Deadeye, and also Ankle Assassin. You know, all around, I'm pretty happy with the way that this build is shaping out to be. Now, for these bronze badges, we get Lightning Launch. You're also going to be able to get Shifty Shooter. From there, we get Versatile Visionary, Post Powerhouse, Post Up Poet, Slippery Off-Ball, Post Lockdown, Paint Patroller, Off-Ball Pass with Immovable Enforcer. Now, defensively, I wouldn't worry about this build at all, especially when it comes towards these takeovers. Please take into account this tip that I'm about to tell you. So, any takeover that gives you an attribute boost from a +8 to 15 is something that you want to look out for. Now, we get Break Igniter with Bully, Feathery Touch, Fortress, Layup Guru with Orchestrator, the Claw, Smooth Operator, Midi Maestro, Great Wall, Finesse, Clinic, and Bucket. So, already a few of these do offer a +8 or 15. The ones that I'm aiming to go after, you know, a great one is Fortress. I cannot lie, the +8 put towards that 3-pointer and the strength. But what I like better today is either going to be the Claw, or you can even go with Great Wall or Midi Maestro. Both of these are some solid options. I would have to say you necessarily don't need Great Wall. Fortress is going to be the better option, especially if you're looking to upgrade your shooting. Just something to think about. I've used it personally, and I think it makes a huge difference. Now, as far as when it comes towards the animations we're unlocking today, not only do you get the best layup styles, but this is really going to turn you into one of the best finishers at the rim. Whichever game mode you are playing in, you know, you are one of the best two-ways on the court at all times. You know, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this build. Is there anything that you potentially would change or do to make this one a little bit better? You've got everything from the finishing attributes to defense. You're an outside scorer. Now, on top of that, with the playmaking, you're a true ball handler, and you can even run, you know, the point forward position with this build. The defense, I'm super happy about. This strength, man, I'm telling you, it's grown to be one of my favorite attributes to use this year, and I would have to say using a 99 strength is definitely worth it in NBA 2K25. Let me know if you made any types of changes and adjustments. Now from here, let's go ahead and move forward. And as you can see, we get that Andre Kurliko comparison, Kawhi Leonard, Scotty Barnes. And coming up at build volume number 95, we have created the one and only 3-level scoring point 4. Now, I just want to say thank every single one of you who made it to the very end and supporting. God bless you as well, and thank the Lord above, King Jesus, for another day and another opportunity. None of this would be possible without him and y'all, the rich family, building the most positive, Christ-like minded community in all of YouTube and the 2K community itself. So once again, I just need you to know that I appreciate y'all, I love you, and if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Smash that like button. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family. And last but definitely not least, with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.